Money is a terrible master, but an excellent servant. P.T. Barnum. Imagine, you start your everyday by remembering a powerful fact that money isn't something you have to chase. It's something you use. Not just to buy things, but to buy something much bigger than materialistic things. Freedom. The freedom to create opportunities, to grow, and to leave a mark on the world, leaving behind a memorable legacy. However, one of the biggest misunderstandings about the money is that most people see money as the finish line, the ultimate goal. But what if that's backwards? What if the real power of money isn't in having it, but in truly understanding it? Because the truth is simple. The wealthiest people don't just earn money. They think about it in a completely different way. And that shift in mindset, that's the real game changer. In this video, we're diving into 5 powerful game-changing perspectives on money that will reshape how you earn, save, and spend it. And believe me, these aren't just tips or hacks. They're mental frameworks used by the highly successful entrepreneurs, investors, and visionaries to turn money into a tool for building the life they want. Let's help you break free from old patterns and start using money the way it was meant to be used, as fuel for your dreams, not just a reward for your labor. So are you ready to see money in a totally different way? Well, let's get started, because by the end of this video, you'll see why the most famous millionaires and billionaires in the world don't work for money. They make money work for them. Let's dive in. Imagine working your whole life chasing a bigger paycheck, only to realize you were climbing the wrong ladder. That's the story of the 99% of the people. Well, here's the truth. Nobody told you before. Money isn't the finish line. It's actually the fuel driving you onto the path of freedom. The most important thing is not how much money you have, but what you do with it. Just ask yourself, would you rather die with $1 million in the bank, or live a life where that money helped you build freedom in every aspect of life, create impeccable impact, and leave an everlasting legacy? As Mark Twain once said, the lack of money is the root of all evil. He was right in some ways, but believe me, the real evil is misunderstanding its purpose and not knowing what to do with it when you have it. Let's talk about Andrew Carnegie, a poor immigrant who became one of the richest men in history. Thousands of people get inspiration from his life story and books. But here's what they miss. He didn't save his wealth in the bank account. Instead, he used it to build libraries, fund education, and shape society. And this is how you make yourself known to the world and leave an evergreen impact on life of the present and future generations. The legendary philosopher Aristotle called this eudaimonia, which means human flourishing. In Aristotle's philosophy, money was never meant to be the goal, but it was only a means to excellence. So here's a challenge for you. What if you stopped obsessing over getting rich and having that big fat bank balance and started focusing on what truly matters, focusing on what richness allows you to do? Whether it's freedom, creativity, creating impact, improving the lives of poor, providing health and education to the children, or changing lives of millions. That's when money becomes powerful, and that is the true purpose of money. But the real question is, are you ready to use it that way? You're at a crossroads where every dollar you earn isn't just a number, but a vote for the kind of world you want to leave behind. A more honest, a more successful, and a healthier world where all the children irrespective of which part of the world they live in, get quality education and live a quality life where they can achieve their dreams. How astonishing would that be? As Bill Gates once said, "I believe that the power of money should be used to create a better world." And he's not alone in this. The Giving Pledge, a commitment by billionaires like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett to donate most of their wealth, has already redirected hundreds of billions of dollars toward the most important causes, like curing diseases, for example, cancer, fighting poverty, saving the planet from harsh climate changes, and even trying to make other planets like Mars inhabitable. But here's the real question. If money is influence, what cause would you fund if you had the means? Because legacy isn't about what you accumulate, it's about what you amplify. Anyone can accumulate $1 million if they work hard in their lifetime, but to amplify those dollars and use them for better causes, that's where the real fulfillment lies. Let's delve into the research studies to make this point even stronger. A research study from the Institute for Policy Studies showed an extraordinary result. Targeted philanthropy has lifted entire communities out of poverty, revolutionized education, and accelerated clean energy breakthroughs. That is almost unbelievable, but it's true, and that is the true power of money. Having money means nothing if you don't know where to spend it. If you are a billionaire, imagine donating just 1% of your income to a local school and watching it transform young lives. Or investing only 1% of your wealth in a startup that solves a problem you care about. Would spending that 1% of your wealth affect you financially? Number. Would it cause a major change? Yes. So ask yourself, when future generations look back, what will your wealth say about your values? Because trust me, the most powerful fortunes aren't measured in digits. They're measured in the impact create, the problems they solve, and most importantly, the legacy they leave behind. What if I told you there's a magic money tree, one where your wealth grows while you sleep? You can surely laugh at this crazy imagination, but believe me, I was totally spot on when I said that. That's the power of compound interest. Even a legendary mind like Albert Einstein called compound interest the most powerful force in the universe. And the king of investments, the billionaire Warren Buffett, built his entire fortune and legacy proving it. But here's a secret. Time is your greatest ally. A single dollar invested today could multiply 100-fold in your lifetime, but only if you resist the urge to chase quick wins. Short-term solution is never the solution. It is only a means of temporary satisfaction, while true satisfaction lies in building something everlasting. Let me ask you two possibilities, and you have the option to choose one of these two possibilities. Would you rather have $10,000 right now, or a penny that doubles every day for a month? The choice is yours. Spoiler alert, the penny becomes $5 million. But the real question here isn't how much you can invest. The real question is, do you have enough patience to wait? Let's talk about the legendary partner in crime of Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger. While millions others panicked when market crashed, Munger and Buffett doubled down. They reinvested, ignored external noise, and let decades of compounding work like silent alchemy. And the result? Shockingly perfect. A $600 billion worth of a massive empire. An empire built on patience, not just luck. Let me tell you, every financial decision you make today is a seed that will grow the plants you need. But the real question is, will you dig it up tomorrow to check its roots, or let it grow into that big, tall oak? Because in the end, the choice is yours. Are you playing to win one match today, or are you playing to win the whole tournament tomorrow? Before we discuss how money leads to personal growth, let's shed a light on what Jim Rohn famously said. Your income is directly related to your philosophy, not the economy. Because money, when used intentionally, becomes the ultimate enabler, the choice maker, the weapon behind freedom. From funding education that sharpens your mind, changes your mindset, experiences that broaden your perspective on everything in the world, to those big opportunities that help you unleash your true potential to the world. Because financial resources can either chain you to survival or propel you towards becoming the best version of yourself, chasing your lifelong dreams and letting you live the life you always wanted. Let's talk a little about a case study here. Consider Oprah Winfrey. She rose from poverty to attaining the financial freedom that only top 0.1% of the people can attain in their life. But here's the most surprising thing. Her wealth didn't just buy fame, it bought freedom. It bought choice. It helped her break off from the chains of traditional ways of living and spending, and most importantly, inspiring the whole generation to work hard to gain that freedom. So ask yourself this question. Are you using money to merely exist or to evolve? Because let me state a basic fact. Do not take the money you spend on a book, a course, or a life-changing experience as an expense. Rather, take it as an investment to become the person you want to be. Let's summarize the 5 important sections of our discussion today, one by one. They are: money is a tool, not the goal. Financial independence is freedom. Use money for social impact and legacy. Patience and compound interest are key to wealth. And lastly, money enables personal growth. So, are you ready to adopt these philosophies and change the way you see money? Or will you stay trapped forever in the chains of just accumulating wealth without any real purpose? The choice is yours. As Ayn Rand once said, money is a tool. It will take you wherever you want, but it will not replace you as the driver. Want more transformational videos? Please like and subscribe the channel to stay updated. Let's transform ourselves.